Hey guys, it's me, Research Puffin, and I'm here to teach you about some awesome research paper introductions. Let's get started. You're going to want to have in front of you your source number 1, source number 2, and source number 3 note-taking pages that you took last week. Once you look through them, just kind of glance through them and familiarize yourself with the information you gathered last week in the research phase. And again, my example category is puffins, and my big question that I want to answer in my paper is, why are their beaks so bright and colorful? And then I had 2 other questions. Is there a reason their beaks are so colorfully awesome? Does it help them capture their prey? Did God create them to be so glorious? And then just a little bit of background information on puffins, what they eat and their behavior and everything. So that was the research I gathered already on puffins. Today we are tackling the introduction. I'm going to be writing my introduction right here. Introduction. And I'm typing it. Y'all do not have to type it. This is your rough draft. But get out a piece of paper, lined paper, or if you're going to type it, you can open up like a new tab on your web browser and go into Google Docs, maybe, if that's what you use. That's what I'm using right here in the video, so it'd be super simple if you wanted to do that. All right, I'm going to, centered at the middle of my paper, I'm going to type in rough draft of research paper. You can do this on your paper. And then I do want you at the very top, you can do it on the left or the right, just to write your name, just so you remember who wrote it. And then again, today we're doing the introduction. Tomorrow you're going to be doing the 3 body paragraphs, the 3 main paragraphs. And then Thursday you're going to be giving me the conclusion paragraph. So we're going to take it in chunks. But today is just the introduction. And a good introduction to a research paper should give you a brief overview of the information to come, right? You should just kind of give people a preview of if your paper is even worth looking at. Because when they're reading a research paper, they're really trying to figure out the good information you have. Does your information answer the questions they already had on that topic? Or should they keep looking for a different paper that might be the same topic but a slightly different part of it? And then you also want to make sure you grab the reader's attention. You want to be exciting, right? If your introduction can accomplish those 2 things and you have at least 3 sentences, in fact, I'm going to say 3 to 5 is a good amount, then you are good to go for today. That's our goal for today. I'm going to keep this at the top. You don't have to write this part on your paper. I just have that for you all so you can watch me as I'm doing it. And then I'm going to come down here to actually type it out, and you'll get to actually, let me have that down there so you can have a clean visual. Okay. When I start my paragraph, I'm always going to indent. On a laptop, that's going to be hitting the tab button or the space bar 5 times. And then if you're handwriting, you're just going to kind of come in a little bit to show that you're starting a new paragraph. So just like that. Again, left side adjustment, aligned, and then tabbed in. And now I'm going to try to accomplish this right here. I want to grab my reader's attention. That's my goal. I love these puffins, and I remember that one of my coolest facts about them was that their beaks can glow, right? So right over here I'm going to say, do you love black lights and things that glow? Well, puffins are the right bird for you. Did you know that their beaks can glow under, and then I've forgotten in my notes, so I'm going to come back here. I think it's under black light. Yeah. Under a black light. Okay, so I've definitely caught their attention. And the article I did research on did something very similar where they said something like that right off the bat, and I was ready to go. They had my attention. And then now I'm going to give an overview of the information to come. I have already done 1 sentence, which means I only have 4 sentences left to get that information to them. I'm going to come back here to my planning page, and I'm going to remember that my big questions that this paper is going to answer are background information on puffins, like size, diet, their behavior, why their beaks are bright and colorful, like the science reason for it, and then more of like the purpose reason for it, like does it help them in their behavior and that kind of thing. So my first sentence in my introduction is going to be just a real quick summary on puffins, their size, diet, and behavior. Okay, so I'll say something like, not many people have heard of a puffin, heard of, and instead of saying a puffin, I'll say, and heard of this, and then North Atlantic bird. That's where they live, North Atlantic bird. But not many people have heard of this North Atlantic bird, but their bright beaks and adorable small size make them a favorite among animal lovers. All right, so I have kind of a preview, have heard, excuse me, already I can see a little correction needs to happen. I'm previewing what's going to get into details later on. So I'm going to answer background information on puffins, their size, what they eat, in a lot of detail in one of my 3 body paragraphs. But in introduction, I'm just kind of whetting the appetite of the reader, just giving them a taste of it. So I don't go into specifics about what the size is. I just let you know they're small, right? All right, the other thing that my paper is going to answer for you is why their beaks are so bright and colorful. I kind of already addressed that in letting you know, like up front, that was my grabbing your attention sentence. So I'm not going to bring that back up. But the other thing that I want to do is the why behind the meaning of the bright, colorful beak. Does that help them capture their prey? Was it just God's plan for the bird? So that's what I'm going to add here in my final sentence. Okay. What purpose does having such a bright beak that can glow offer the majestic puffin? Read on to find out. All right, so that's my first introductory paragraph completed. It is that simple. Let's see how many sentences I did, just to give you an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, that one was a longer one, 5, 6. I guess I went over. It's okay. If you go over by a little bit, that's fine too. But if you're going on and on, if you're like, and also I love their tiny webbed feet. Do you love them too? That's too much. Like, this is a short and sweet little paragraph in there, right? All right, did we give a brief overview of the information we're going to tell our reader in our paper? Check. Did we grab their attention? Yep, I talked about that glowing beak. And did we stay within 3 to 5 sentences? Yeah, we did. We went to 6, but that's okay. Then I have completed my introduction for today. All right, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below for me. Thanks.